displeased with the effort tonight? It seemed like from your talk there.
You could hear it?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we said that's the definition of a trap game. Play a huge emotional weekend. You got a midweek game against a team that has a bad record that's very capable of beating you, and that's my fault. That's my fault that we didn't get the guys prepared for a trap game, and that's on the coaches. We just got to do a better job of preparing guys, because every game in college baseball means so much, and to show up with the energy, the lack of energy that we did today, there's no excuse for that. If you can't get excited to play in this stadium in front of a crowd like this that is just dying to give them something to cheer about, they just want energy. It was dollar night, people were excited, and we took the field with no energy. And we said after the opening weekends, now that the whole hype is over and the dog and pony show that went along with it is over, it's going to settle down, and then you're going to have to play baseball. And we deserve to lose. They played better baseball. I think they turned 3 double plays, and they deserve to win. We deserve to lose. So if it does settle down to baseball, you have to play better than the other team in order to win.
Is this something that you sensed prior to the team taking the field, or at what point did you realize that the energy and the enthusiasm was lacking? And what could you have done, or throughout the course of the game?
You try and explain to them as much as you can the definition of a trap game, and they're kids or teenagers, and it's on us to understand that and have them excited to play. And we just didn't do a very good job of getting them ready today.
Is there anything that stuck out with Ennis's initial start that you didn't particularly like, or just didn't get, again, the effort and the fielding that you would have liked for him?
I don't know. He's trying hard. He's a great kid. It normally takes him a little while to settle into the game. When that happens, you hope they don't score in the meantime, But had a couple pickoffs. If we don't make a high throw at first base, he picks a guy off first base, and the entire game's different. So, when you play against a team that's capable of beating you, the one play makes all the difference in the world. Not saying that lost us the game, but one play here or there changes the whole thing, and we didn't execute.
Dotson's outing encouraging tonight, the way he went in there.
Yeah, our pitchers, those young guys, they have a tendency to pitch better out of the bullpen than they do when they start, and you don't really want it to be that way, but they're going to have to learn as they grow up that, you need to attack like that as a starting pitcher, more so than a reliever, because the starting pitcher usually sets the tone for the whole game. And when they scored 2 in the first, they set the tone for the whole game. We were playing catch-up the whole time, but yeah, that's encouraging. When Ennis pitches out of the bullpen, he usually does what Dotson did, and when Myers pitches out of the bullpen, he usually does really well. So we got to find somebody that wants to start a game and throw 7 or 8 innings and win one.
Can you explain how Kyle Davis seems so prepared? He had his 19th multi-hit game today, and that leads the Big 12.
It's pretty impressive for a young kid. But he's a guy that takes a lot of pride. Takes a lot of pride in his hitting. Shows up to play every day. You never have to get on him for hustling or playing hard. That kind of takes care of itself. If you're a player that the coach is always on you for trying to pick you up and get you to play hard, then your chances of having success at this level aren't very good, and he's not that guy. So, I tell him all the time, the only thing you have to do to be really good at something is take pride in it. He takes a lot of pride in being a Mountaineer and being a player, and I think it shows.
With what you said about the situation out of the bullpen where some of the other kids throw a little bit better, does that mean you experiment on Friday, or does that kind of slide Myers back into that slot at this point?
Yeah, Myers will start on Friday, and he's coming off a good outing. He's got some confidence, and one thing with BJ you don't have to worry about is he's going to attack. It's just a matter of if he's going to be settled in from the first pitch, because this was the best offensive team we played all year coming up. So he's going to have to be really, really sharp from the first inning on if we have a chance to win.
Trap game is largely because of what's behind it and what's ahead of it. And I wouldn't think that this team would be lacking for energy come this weekend. What are you expecting? What kind of challenges coming here to Morgantown?
Yeah, you know, they know. They see the schedule. They know that Oklahoma's coming in here, and we're in the middle of the pack. And if we win this series this weekend, that'll make a huge difference in the standings. So it's natural to look ahead, you know, and I think we're a little bit guilty of that tonight, thinking about the big weekend we got coming up. And I said this is the definition of a trap game, and you try and avoid them, but you can pick them on the schedule from the beginning of the season. And this was one that we didn't really respond to.
Potter got the bomb, but I guess it's tougher facing that submarine guy on the double play there at the end.
Yeah, I mean he hit in the 2 double plays after the home run. And, you know, again, he's a really good hitter. He's going to continue to get better, and you know that's the first time this year I think we faced a guy like that. When that's the case, you know, advantage pitcher, you know, because it's not something they see all the time, and that's what that guy does. Even the hits we got were ground balls. So, yeah, he did a good job. I mean, he did exactly what he's supposed to do. If you're a sidearm reliever, you give up a lot of ground balls, and they played great defense. In the infield, the shortstop and second baseman made some nice plays, and I said they deserved to win.